podcast na Jinnami Dinlu Kuzu. This trial podcast something. I want to do it for a long time. 5 years din something tele bring on interesting people. Start pay me then the I've lokchi lapte Twitter na dele gaslo. Twitter na chamchi member achuchi lo lapte Rinzin suchi lo lapte Bhutanese content scene na the music scene the over jigsaw me. Very relatable chapters answer. Songlish mix baby. They were the content scene na himigale. Hi guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Songlish incorporate mabe nothing that I can relate to. So this is an attempt to like ngara da chiga relate to me contents when he complain bin cham remember. That's it for the introduction of this podcast. They Nachini introduced by not really a guest today, but more like Nachini casual conversation around various topics in Bhutan, centered around Bhutan. Policies, technology, mostly around technology. They startups. That's about it for the introduction. They first introduce me. They introduce me. My name is Karma Zepa user. Ni online handles the zhoem page. Software engineer, 2 years selis na labi de capital in be tato US na pesh labdo computer science major baby. And I think that's about it for my introduction. Very interested in Bhutan economics, tele politics na. So I'll pass the mic over to Rinzi for the introduction bin.
Good example, my name it's Rinzin Wangchuk, and my Zupachika Selis na almost 2 years Chika Labi, same batch. Then Bhutan Nadi I worked as companies like small companies, the Selis like around 3 years, 4 years including like internship as a software developer, especially front end developer. Then last year around this time October the time now I moved to Munich, Germany, because Nalu thab-thob-pod I'm also working here as a software developer. So that's about it for my work related stuff. Then I'm really now what I miss is like Nachiki culture and like the society structure and like not society structure but ani chichilu reliable subomigi culture that like the restaurant na jure like plan kachi miru charuchil call baby oi jugeme na like kachmo time what you like bans so be khi be juni that sort of stuff and nalu the kara plan baby bun bini digi and so I really miss that Dylan Kaslanga. Yeah, generally interested in business and also politics on like small country, and really like now we realized how much like I miss Bhutan. So and we talk about that sort of stuff, not just me, user also like very passionate and also very, what do you say, enthusiastic.
Kiwala. Added note, Rinzi Sharapsi drop out Nachini and Kole before that podcast Chibe Devda. Now some Rinzi biography job as boring some chiastu. So if you want to know more about that, I link Sujaye podcast na. So Anjum Berry Gale go to Yedemo. The introduction of the Zumbi. What do you think about the Bhutanese contents in general? Thoughts you?
General na like music scene I think it's gotta improve there like certain I think one reason they of course like Yishil Hindu, but also Yishil Hindu like Kurajamchi member, it was a trend there like from telecom ginale internet became a lot accessible before like that it's expensive like that expensive do but hema de like internet slow de 4G ho be atichi ngachi content scene na mam enter bebuzum suing ngai bechin like
what and even interesting. I never thought about it. And even
ngai de unnoticed be like after 4G ho be Then YouTube ki content ma moni go tsui Drubi ki ani hema di YouTube ki amchi mebate like no like just rerenini chimna internet yumi tsuki chamchi tsuwe Then ansum ta movie ki chapter de choi kara movie ki chapter himba de Bollywood style be remember like movie ki
Yes.
but as in music video be amchi madu cinema do you know more like BBS na hema thenu bate lot of music
There's nothing delay. M Studio ye daimena, but it was still like once in 3 months, chamchi banger chi hit be anzum be imena titi kalbila.
but but tatu ta watching the like every now and then
Every month chi di ora omide.
and of course YouTube ki trend like credit where it's due you shall end up obviously quality in terms of quality na the kugi halam improve be and
Music
now
video scene ra madisi khoma di himale.
oh hema de amchi madu like
Didi
Dylan-
mo das.
ko obe halam improve dream mo the boda that the halam on them Rick Roll Junior like very
Chi la duzum be I think 4G be halam chi proliferate be duzum be thome agya. Especially cuz before this internet didi pricey chi la duzum mo that pricey ra ye bade. Because of the speed, the streaming speed only digi, it's become more of a commodity zumchi no mesi. Kamchi price ru tani di tadira baume me mi thui.
Babme, the boda ngan na especially ngan nagi Germany the chapter the Bhutan ki internet cheap too like a lot cheaper not just in terms of purchase power parity it just bebe me ma generally
Pa me the andi ben right with ngai maparo nam zemi di change joiga mashi singai ani kaslo from basically music scene nara it became from Machiragi Drubi local scene na jamchi consumable member da hemagi chapter Bollywood chapter zumbi omina movie na themi chu jamchi consumable member tato gi chapter produce bemi chu di ma kitchen na de cook pe de dang Drubi chapter tamda even ani ro chilip chu ya to themi ba de because it's more riding on the trends of hip hop de ani beats globally consumable omina and mainly I think it has way more potential Tarumo, at
Yep.
marketing jam chimemo dagadilo. Globally consumable in the halamchi potential thomisi.
marketing the I think needed because like I don't know but organically amchi grow the like bemsumena like because first of all nobody knows the like nachi mashime mo tadi like organically grow any chances like because of TikTok and everything like
YouTube.
YouTube but especially TikTok na I think if like nachi Drubi artist chi like I don't know very catchy TikTok na use better format because TikTok ge artist halam chidlu like unbelievable
Stuff.
platform chinno but like kongi song use be viral ju then so they used I think kongi TikTok use be then like started releasing then Spotify in a transition be that means like they started from TikTok there not just as any TikTok videos only remember but audios over so azum be themba chine I think like Baby remember, I think one chigani celebrity popular chigi used be watching Jones like in a sense.
Plus, I think there's also tato a potential dusi global silabda global ani west na focus pin member Sikkim northeast side to global bechiwe something to do around festival khongda chiga be so Wangchen na kiba watching the full on mesi ani Sikkim gi block thomba chindi some collaboration chi bechu watching it's a journey me no me
Collaboration the Bioma the ante Mystery Terrace the answer the every now and then Sikkim na the Arunachal Pradesh na katikal phaju perform Bioma
man any collaboration didi it's more like phagi me chugi nagi artists su bomemena more like organizational collaboration some chibe ati formal be ra
okay but artist collaboration is interesting on his own man
artist collaboration di byomba di ro cheti ani Sikkimese tele Tibetan rappers su boni du ba de pha timpu
me and me say like Sonam Wangchen
X Wangchen X imemo an
Sonam Wangchen X featuring some I don't know like social culture artists that could be
ime an diven Why? Imeme, they haven't done that still. More.
Dylan Kenny Hendublo he's Quero like he's also like doing really good more like cookie music the stuff with the, like writing on trends and also very high quality stuff and his cookie the mamra like zonka the English mix be like K-pop
Songlish.
format na
Oh, Songlish with Amme.
but actually Drubi music scene I think it's moving to Australia like
Moving to Australia.
because like Kenny the Malera Himalaya Madu you know obviously and I think Chogo is also moving to Australia. I'm not sure. Like cookie Instagram.
Already in Australia.
Yeah, so Mahadev, but I think it will. I know Mahadev. I think if they have like a platform, that would be really nice. Like grow
I think Ma Job the content was reduced to those do output, productive output in terms of music. Because without obviously survive but if you look at past cases, Chogo and Mahebe, Shaptanam Sum Mazo, DNR and Mahebe, Shaptanam Sum Mazo,
DNA Mahadev, yeah.
DNR and Mahesi. So it's like notice Bemobade, artists who Mahebi Gale content, Halamchi reduced your output. Till Anigashlo and Gusti. Just sitting tea, then do be no Gastamchia Mahebe content Halamchi reduced your and in general, Mashi, I Mahebi Gale did the allure amchi methomisi, namsumi attractive amchi methomi.
So you actually got your homegrown bear.
Homegrown ratsi pizza thome.
DNR very came out of nowhere more like and the Rukas more. Pumtabi Kanatabe, Jelly Pumtab Kati Trent Yasimanate.
Putting Boomtop on the map, man. That's this and did it. God, they were the but that's it, man. Music scene jump store do they?
Music scene, but like YouTube ke content is interesting on them. Like for example, very niche. I think Ragnar Labe koiga cookie content is very funny, like very funny, really relatable. Like
oh, Ragnar ki relatable do.
Cookie the anime zoeba de kaslonga whitewash the zoom like that's more
catering to a global audience, maybe
oh
fictional global audience.
Oh, Cookie the like local ani like local ki ani pakka connect besube bate Cookie tabro da. The khuzum soso yega.
Khozum soso problem mindume na khozum soso. Yeruya it's hard to discover me. 90% anzu momi bade. Ta trying to mimic Chikagi zumbera. Which I get it. You're trying to cater to a global audience more. Bhutan population mindu, but still it's hard to watch the Drubi content staff jo me ha gamchi subscribe besa YouTube na ni subscription gera Drubi logger ta ansai. It's still like content nam some relatable me ome there plus content nam some mitsu
Ani English maker labbe Sikkimis na northeastern gi aluchi de mena. Hello guys, like in English broken na tabe.
Saba la media.
Mashe English makers today could Facebook handle the YouTube handle the. Hello guys, today we are making kachenchi. Ngai could mimic bimsu but interesting the could Bhutan that bonus could last catcam Facebook na to English makers say kachenchi kogosum chi do nice last na the anime what hema atitani follow be what could Bhutan a del popular jivate. Could the one sack for Dutch lagi and patch to video.
Sikkim the Jiga, the Halamchi collaboration between Missy.
Yeah. And the sheriff gave him a love news. Nachi Drubi gave birth rate down to they say. Then Kachina? Kachinchi dividend, economic dividend na. Kachinchi dividend basically certain threshold the Maju the Lu Chugi economy na does impact Jumena. For example, Japan like Agi Mamju, Aluchunku Mibe. Ani halam ngachigi halam bleak situation me wate like alo amchi mege so kula ngachigi di solution mapale me bachin ma taram salana mi gi tibetan so kara ya Bhutan na in that solve jolas
in this andi beni me the kongsuya connection chi duba tibetan suya
but content in the love the ngachigi very few nga de amchi post benimi chi you're very active more Reddit ki kole.
Oh, Reddit is the best place, man. To be the namsum yerum into the online nimi active way me ngatan I think around only 15 to 20 only me. Tele shemi chu di gyara ngatan ani imzum chidu chilip chanta. Chilip interested in Bhutan.
Ina, but the ngadi thab bidong comment am shima bese. Begobe tangai
Comment base yeah, interaction go bisi. But Reddit is very interesting, man. In general, ngachi ania mindu mo. Mas yan nebo there's another discover mabimo writing scene nam sa mindu ba de. Just
writing iti scene में बा I think it's ngachi gi type writing midume because Bhutanese author kam chu ite book published by me.
man book published remember I mean like consumable chunku chunku bite size space blogs articles nanzumbe.
I know I think Chablu Pasu gi
Oh chablo pasu ye. Oh.
he had a cook. I think he was like the first blogger or something like internet
First blogger dimash. But also
No,
like
Drubi gi content nale.
to be but also like mamra age da angi chu cha cha ome ba dan hani scene na didi. Yumi chu ya. Zhoem se la bro zhoem remember in the range of like 25 to 35 gina hona me ome ba de.
You know, I think
Those are
Adi, like from my experience, ngai charu gi experience, like in a sense, interest show be first nalu to be blog chi WordPress blog chi zo dab me.
Tele jam be ya interest.
Dele propose ni sum dish be dele jam me bate because like I don't know SEO this be site visit game member yebchile boring thundu de na ma shika de na
Ngati khas kam DHI article di famous ra so dai wai.
kachi okay imo
Anale audience bi cha thopchi.
tatu kaslam ga audience somme ga
Ome wa. Khas kam ani post di audience halam chi thai.
ani ge audience kaslam ani lo term chi na retention rate
Retention rate ya do atan 50 subs 50 subscribers do. Tu be tum didi attempt ani writing scene ya nam se mindu mo tele anzum anse ta mitsubishi movie scene ya ta mitsubishi ai
movies ki di yeah like very cringy like mashe I find it cringy lalu ga do I think
Maba movies ki di achichi ngai notes we mo pure zong khana love build a role caters to a large audience demo chimna gi ra audience halamchi we don't over the western side ikhalefa demi suya who speak very pure zong kha and didi imbe they were still not relatable to us samchi imbe ngachi gi audience na
but what do you think about you might have heard I-based gi animations kongi I think it's like a good initiative
but catch me I-based animation
hema de na pemi songs
eh baby song da shi
da shi
abokto hongi na
abokto mache abokto is
atang abokto is atang
atang so I-based gi nale pemi song da shi we'll talk about that tantana startup gi area na
but in general I think anzum frontier sap na jogobesi it'll probably be shitimo kaya tamitu do deberu where do you start from if not from step 0 lady 0 to 1 guinea just doing that sustainably is the hard part in mapa
but I think future na the like for example AI gi be through azum be boda do you think like a production gi ani chungku zun zun thama ngai di production halamchi improve jun zum thame like where like a small group like mid 2-3 dechigi like with the help of like a powerful computer and like some AI model like makes like the scenes movie generate bay patch together story like they'll story the character design na focus bay then you give it to like the AI and then like let it generate stuff and then after that you do the final editing and like post whatever Azum be watching, but like very far fetched, but
general quality but I feel like Hanzum be watching the Bhutanese touch the sure lose to because like especially datogi AI scene nara ngachi online nam se mindu mena de mapale Hanzum meet the laha duba the Bhutanese context integrate benigi Anjum.
No,
Oh.
but for example, ante, model generate bilomo, scene generate
Oh.
bilomo.
Mhm.
Andre use mabewa, but like you use that as
To
an
add bay.
skeleton,
Yeah.
and then you
Batch.
add on top like story ditu
No.
dichoragi.
I guess that's for general Gary Denumimina.
Mhm.
Like you can do a lot more things now as just as a single player. And logo generation so you get AI give jump to bejimi diro. Nga zimchu logo analyze or the project sosti logo analyze.
Na, into
Judge to be bejimi
okay.
in
Then
very good for indie developers.
content scene daruchi Drubi games,
Wow, nga charge a lot of days do games, honey. Do games member just in general games.
but it's very hard in a sense. What type of game there?
Mashisi, I think if you brainstorm enough more, and no sometimes him a show gamchi popular joy. Ganzewe me dero show didi.
Actually, it's a Tibetan gite.
Tibetan Berude. Still,
Uh-huh.
if we can think of games like those,
Mm-hmm.
easily be integrate with
There
Soji.
was cheating, hachigi, like, of course, game the creativity go away, and you need to be a storyteller. The like world built betsube, scenario built betsube, but it's not just Chugi Kadebe Smashi, Bhutanese gi nale, maybe character inspiration, for example, ngachi deti halam chuyu, and stories incorporate bebe, zone mashe, but for example, ngachi gi chess is like game kachmo Western or I don't know, basically global game पे जाता मो and some games so that you already have a base. The actually traditionally, culturally, because karagi game chidi minus hai. It's either simi yude beroe, like an adaptation from India gi or some Tibetan adaptation. For example, chi game chi ka masi ka mashe tada raina tada noina mashamchi do, but it's
Masai.
but India na do tiger and share goat look as long share and
Mashi. Lele. Mashi da, they would
eh, large.
brainstorm bits of viewers. Why? Card games only de. To be the date ski. Up chundu ki weakness ani, strength ani.
Why?
Rock, paper, scissors.
True, but I think Gandhi the interesting take, but Mashite backlash because
Backlash. But I think it can inspire people to get interested in it too. They.
antemo ani cash for example just it's not creative but just copy baby character ginali bewachin ngachi gi dinga to game gi mam inspiration ro character na honi me
In the hand, didi.
and
A lot of
setting maybe but also
mythologies.
game na the what kind of game there because games are hard like 3D games they you need like I don't know through jada through boom me tunjur be go away.
That was so chindi ngaya anira no me gaslo. Simple
2D
games, 2D simple games. Indie developer ki bechuppe.
indie game mapa
More interesting to play rather than cool to see, member.
mm-hmm. True Dilan but game gi di ngagi di my skill set match be me especially technical now because Flutter ngagi use be software is technically about game engine there in theory
You know.
Flutter
Thoi
is
the
Flutter gi di
flutter way is love me the thoi ma dai.
oh Flutter gi game na the little name be there but why interesting di Drubi gi na Flutter Drubi gi market na Flutter popular jude me technology na libe achi
Wrong, actually, do we technology market here interesting choice PHP popularity da
Java
Java ki popularity oh very low interesting to do.
but the content ki na boda Pawo Choyning doji gi di kachmo he released his new
Pero
movie
ko ibita do just
mm-hmm.
that I hope koi next film so mi didi mo atiti modern Bhutan chi portray beru tu base no me
But I think
no shade but like you can't be portraying the innocence again and again and again.
uh-huh
like after a while, I get it. International audience so anirata ko no mo like Bhutan untouched in lo Shangri-La in lo plus like just something that isn't a problem to them but is a problem specific in Bhutan say.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that it's like next film is a bit more modern in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Shadow content scene too bad 25 minutes yang asni content scene go low up to.
should cut them it or.
That startup scene na jo why startup scene na ro infrastructure ko le malabi hema dis kanya dis mabi hema yan complain mabi hema first name three companies che startup scene na startups peru businesses startups just businesses in general that are inspiring and you find pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Interesting, just interesting businesses.
Ati, let me think because I have a couple of them and
Oh.
okay. I will obviously have Samu, definitely. Although movie content it's questionable, but Samu itself as a company. Uh, Dylan, obviously, Kashamka, connected,
Job
Job connected. I made the first app. Dylan, Ajapasa, it's really interesting. And Green Roads, that's really interesting for me. Do you know?
Green roads na midi gajmo.
So Green Road, it's founded by a guy called Rikesh, and what
Ukraine?
Kongi Kachbiongla Bachin, they turn plastic into I think butamin, like the black thing that you use,
Between
and Dylan road build Biombate, plastic road Lombate. Dylan,
Oh,
so Kongi plastic road the uh, like workshop की site ना लुए में ना सिम थोका की junction डाले माँ खाता उला खाते हैं सकी you know the big junction where right next ra ani plant national plant protection center
oh,
then right side na the national yale माँ खाता हम the right side na the national plant protection center then left na the कसलांगा और भाविसा lower area basically the road dividing Pavisa and Olaka, big road,
oh,
and the
oh.
plastic made by his company there.
Like, bomb the English junction, bomb the.
Oh, and
Why?
the Kongi it's like one of the kachmo. Atari use Bemi road chi, and they have good quality. Like amchi potholes.
Probably more durable as well, man.
Durable debate. So I think Kongi, it's really interesting. What am I missing? So top 3 startup, my would be Ani. My
I think almost a similar list. Samu ya ondo, ngai Samu ko le dino samata, but still, OTT platforms, sachigura inspire betaimo market.
Kongi Ani hyper growth apply base Bhutanese market na. Of course, hyper growth of the millions and millions na di mahe, but like Drubi ki context na hyper growth.
Very, very raw. Ballsy chi image. Balls of steel. Balls of steel. Loan the capital. I need to search to me now.
But it's private limited, but she's not.
Samu gi chi do. Dele so chi di tree lobs me green roads me ani same chi do ba de wang di podang na ngai khas kam chi lob lobs chi pe brick production gi.
Min gachmo.
Mashi ming di ga chi na mashi ai kin sel na thoi. Brick produce be me they were the plastic use be me si. But apparently they haven't been able to meet the demands because one dile plastic me thobe loba de not enough. So their brick production is 2000 imbe they were the hongi 500 grams produce be sumbe loba de. Plastic malandi. So ania ro interesting chi dus noi plus third one di ga chunga mo ai. Third one di kai interesting kai ga. 얘가 최배사 다루 extra chi ni spot chi 최 받아디.
Let's go, man. Let me think. Consulting now. Consulting majuge. Let's go on product gi because startup love usually consulting this with of course business obviously, but product you mean startup chino stando se.
Product. It's just in general. Product you mean startup si nap sab chi mindu me na.
Your product to me, lot of
Ah, ka.
niche nabe. Very, I think, lot of apps.
Mention a few.
Just let me see. Ah, sorry. I've been following that on Facebook, seeing his post. Zealous, na?
Zealous.
Zealous.
Eh, Gajbe Hungi.
I think they are. I'm not sure if they're the first, but Kongi, Singapore lu office open bevate.
Ah, Singapore Luya.
Yes, Dylan, they have this product HR station labe, basically HR
Oh,
management, and
oh.
Kongi client basically African countries na like Kongi client use a
Why?
couple of businesses. Not sure like profit through come chonga like come user yuga dimishi,
Oh,
but like Kongi tauda di, and Zealous system did for a very long time, and the uh,
cloud.
cloud provider and sort of like a
Hmm.
SAP the kashmo government na use maybe software provided with so basically
Zealous. Ani share bina ganam chilab de bade African companies ki use pe me islam di zealous mon me bade.
Zealous ni HR station now with this
Koi
product
di
di.
ERP ya KTPL ERP use
Oh,
lo de bade.
so for a very long time ERP be do bate.
Hmm. Ani
Then
me. Oh,
so
sorry.
company ngagi dongkhara grow be michi ani me ngachi Celis ki hema Sarkezangi Amtsugi company Dragon Coders.
Giant coders, yeah, but they're
Oh,
also very anime na consultancy.
consultancy me they have a product right Druk POS labbe. I think it's quite successful,
You know,
especially
Drubi was.
product. Halam chikra use bome man shop.
Ah, masti kas bi join na. Na yi reviews ti di nap sem lejum chi di ham o dragon coders ko le.
Kagi chikadachi aishi analdi PSAP
Ka
galdi
ai
menga.
ko me just in general college I'm member pa government na le lab mi chu le ya.
Ah, okay.
Ajim gi na le be ha ko ba le.
Mm-hmm.
But in the ro startup da te ba nga chi lo lab de ni ra mi ro be mi su be di ra ba me de.
She ngagi camera it's fixed be wonna. Just blurry thomas ame me. Tube.
Do it.
Ela.
Mai di clear with home. There why? Khasgam news na thoinga. Services sector again highest contributor to GDP, 55%.
Ena. For a
Oh.
very long time agriculture demo. When did that change there? Agriculture
Agriculture
service.
badewa for a long time it's been services.
Ena.
COVID na dip jo chi.
Oh, te ngai be the hema ngach thabda di Bhutan gi agriculture gi is like 51%.
Me
Ah, ah, yeah,
involvement.
yeah, yeah. Sorry. Imbe employment rate. You
Contribution.
mean?
Oh, contribution member de. Contribution the 55% is from tourism. Guys
Mm-hmm.
know me tourism ko le. Do you think it's healthy?
Healthy in terms of kachi.
Healthy in terms of just like for mentality then though.
I think tourism did it. I think it's everywhere, and uh, we can healthy besue the unhealthy na besue and ngachige approach the. I think it's too much extreme side of trying to be really healthy. It's like vegan of tourism.
Oh,
But I think ngachige, from my opinion, it's toned down bewachin like doesn't hurt so no me. Like
I think tourism, it's a weird, weird feeling, man. Tourism, the auto we contribute, but still, people come to see an untouched culture, some cheese in Ome, which is kind of weird. Still, like,
but teacher untouched culture remember I think when people come they see our values they see ngachigi way of life and it gives them like a fresh perspective in person zum thomme.
in bit mapa, the
Maybe they
people,
can take it they could take it as like a I don't know khongitenlo like untouched just ani kachmo museum na judo zumbe or they get like take it as a I don't know new way of thinking stuff new way of doing stuff.
mapa, yeah, blanket cover be that though. But Mapa, ngaji, I think the people are very genuine se no me kate joro. And
Anga
this is
chigi theory. And what do you think about this statement? Ngagi charu chigi hema lab chisa chu lab chiga mashi kashlamga ngachi Bhutan gi attracts the most desperate kind of people lo se.
I di mala focus. Kade.
So kugi theory bewa it is saying Bhutan gi tourism gi attracts our branding attracts like obviously financially successful because you need to pay and also very lonely people lo say
No.
because like they are like really they have what they need like they financially achieve bay career maybe achieve bay but still they feel empty type now mana like crisis
Oh.
age 50 60 juda like empty age feel being do mana
Existential crisis samcho.
so also feel go the like asum attract go so desperate in a sense you could lonely kind of people celebrate the way desperate is like too extreme and very negative but lonely and positive but still like tone down baby what do you think
I think members no me andidi.
uh-huh
I think majority of them homi didi ro amsuchi ha home family chi ha home bade. Most of them aren't young. Young celebru I think mid 30s above mid 30s le jam chome me na ro homi too.
mm-hmm.
And most of them come for the nature plus the intrigue of GNH samchi lalchi di GNH ki intrigue jo me most of them for the nature I guess must they.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I di andi dira di agree beams be ai ani remark dira di lo.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah, it's a
lonely
little bit I think it's like a little bit extreme
extremes no. 안 디디오 아니 야 아치 있는 teacher 하면 아니츠 invite
and then taru exchange labdalu not really tourism but tourism like referring to foreigners ELC gi, they have now two students there Australian gi I saw it on
what ina
Facebook they have two Australian students studying with them for like a semester exchange students umbe
why that's 직수매 아니야 마파로
so and RTC obviously has been doing that but kongida the secondary education tertiary education gi level name more but
yes
high school
yes
level na
기억나
Australian ni도 가스감 세추 제어주더로 고에 견배 고 아니 시쇼고 견배
안 디디 interesting 의미로
딜란
then
but ngai gidi gachi tourism gina I think there is lots of innovation that can come to tourism not just in terms
there's
of
no me TCB director in which you bill gash pass pyong if you had the
uh,
authority and power to do anything in terms
TCB
of
gi
tourism
andi
just in
the
terms of tourism TCB jam remember
okay obviously I would do away with like 100 euro na that to discount rate now but I would make it even like cheaper 50 euro $50 the cheap because and then obviously standard hotels that were like standard the cheap and what from my opinion what that does is like government like truth hobe ime direct cash $50 and it attracts like the room में अच्छी हम number ना हो सुबह plus कैसा first policy point of view ले लगे दिले ना नहीं policy point of view ले pricing point of view ले plus अनबदलु that leaves more money to tourists की hand ना to spend on local economy like restaurant नाले farm spend पे सुबह maybe like katkuti junigi and also Nachiki tourism na I think there is very less variety of activities that you can do and ngakhaskam Reddit na tabe duisa Bhutan gi kole somebody pachi upload beno tiana comments will have bit the khuma Bhutan na juise ani just pachu bit no ba so analu what most of them were saying is things can get repetitive lo so it's you don't and their advice was like if you want to go to Bhutan it's obviously expensive but things can get very repetitive and you like instead of 6 days just book for 4 days and like andi chi thome like very repetitive. So basically, cultural na umbachindi lakana chiki, lakana shabdrungil lakana kibilo gurugil lakana ki. But as a no stame foreign na juda ngachi an church na juwa chimto bate. Nga ani church na junilo saints kanya chiki church na junilo yagi church na junin se mebate like church na jubega like ada church indigi tubbe dombate. Imbe.
True.
But Hakan Karana Judalu, what I think it's like hiking and also at the same time it feels repetitive. And obviously Tatu recent la Kachibenu la wachin very
Transport trail, yeah.
Bhutan trail. That's very Andy I think it's a really good initiative, like very smart move. Then I would also want to focus on more on like adventure tourism, like surfing, skiing, surfing.
Surfing
Surfing law. Sorry. Surfing member. Ani, ngachi juim na rafting, like water sports, especially river karana di lakatando. But then and also, for example, bungee jumping, the rock climbing. Then what other stuff? Parachuting they actually risky one, but trekking they did obviously but it's ngachi trekking they did very ante. So again I would want to pass policy where like you encourage tour operators to come up with innovative solutions and work with stakeholder to like push that forward, where it's not just tempu sichu tak thang hot stone bath and then you're gone, like tempu sichu okay, then like I don't know chiru katipati juni, then next like bungee jumping somewhere or like rafting somewhere, like taru rafting juni ki tenlo east lema south since travel be mongo balu. And like regional tourism bodalu kasanga ngagi kachi problem thomela wachin transportation it's very time consuming thomese. So for example adventure kinale manas la fa paka dobate ime
Manas be dele gaslo Manas cham member for
southern areas na
southern dele ani ecotourism park you na King Katina King Naina Kutina just to say
no idea.
Just the Gasharu Atiti eastern side something eastern south side no.
So Hansu Bodai like achichi more accessible where tourists they don't need to travel one day just to get there, say, because they're obviously it's wasting their time and Kongina they will think like okay amchi baby whole day travel be like it's a bad taste. And then obviously lalo travel begono it's their wish, like they can travel, but for those who just want to experience like a lot of stuff in like a small place ane achichi like product development type na.
I think bro this time gi anzumbe slab rate samchi be omi na gaslau. If you stay 10 days you get 10 days 5 days free anzumbe.
Now they changed the policy to now.
Me ani di atiti look implement be to basi, especially for people that want to explore more thoroughly be. So that there's an incentive to stay longer rather than just travel. Puna penciling timpu paro na jam jun me penciling ye me joy timpu paro puna khana jam jun remember, especially the eastern side they completely ignored me.
But recently I think Trans-Bhutan Trail ki effort is one of it's to try to link eastern Bhutan the nage
Eastern Bhutan image though, but if people are just gonna stay for a week
but chibe watching kachbe what would be your
Nidi napsam ni andi I no samra mata andi the tourism college napsam no sam tamis chuli didi
no stames me mga product try go best no with like prototyping with
prototyping product ki kemian college so so tamalab video startup scene TCP director
startup scene. I think ngachi ki mamra startup scene ra oni me
they treat and ki dinumena de financial apps the experience equally.
yeah andi ngai question be chi Bhutan na financial app zoni mi chi dumo mbob lo mpe go bob ituru bituru kachituru taru new app digital kidu chu mam kad use byo dile chu ki kad gai like experience and general now what do you think about them like the apps in general?
Ye gadi mam use pyong. Obviously, garagi use pe duzum be embobra most use pyong mo.
Mhm.
Just cause bank accounts together attach you anna bindi.
Mhm.
But in terms of user experience, tan sudi ro embobra dawe da. User experience cham chime mo security embobra dawe. But features be wachin di ro MP na ani feature chiduba de pay with mobile number silabe.
Mhm.
Contact search chira context na search baby ro an jamto to be bade.
Mhm.
Which I think is also safer in the long term rather than relying on account number kathop gutop share beni member.
Mhm.
So I really like that part about MP. Tele so sudi get use big so sudi nam some use from avide. But I think in general as well ani gashlo. GoBob dumina GoBob and wallets in general, e-wallets in general.
Mhm.
I think they have more potential. They atiti mam focus with in pizza on me no me. Because
Mhm.
not everyone has a bank account. They financial apps na di those and si potential, but I feel like ngachi economy na stagnant some si basic features and then you stop at that.
Stagnant. Mhm.
Because long the obviously they integrate features chunku chunku anzum be integrate more voting with it, utility payments with it. But atara restricted ra remember you have to work with them for a long time and have to build up enough trust to like build on top of it some chibe.
Mhm.
Kadbe da ani utilities payments to the tame. Electricity to the jamto to be involved na pay bit but that's just for companies that they trust the DHI companies too.
But private can I like if you're a private company coming up with program like that, for example, who wants to be a millionaire, you can Nazumboda like MPG had a feature where you can like it's basically they're facilitating like konginale voting da Zoom.
Oh, but the thing is, Kongi develop government whereas
Karma,
there's no platform to build on top of it some chibe.
give me 1 minute, nga charger bag.
Lasso.
Mapa ime platform min but ngai touch in platform mimi de it's because to market na demand min what am like
Demand cham chibe but demand beni dendu. You have to have so much influence they only demand beni builder.
mhm
Industrials the corporate sui cham chi demand bits with only. What can
mhm
indie developers demand? Ngachi sumchi kate semi di feedback sumi sakura minde.
mapa imete and hani bodalu you chugi app chi demena
Inbox yeah.
inbox katki ta
Inbox me the sunset in the product sunset.
chi market from abe se inbox didi kachmo transaction record beni ki di nga use thome me
Used to do they were the over slow do see. Ashim gina use pedira te ibade. Patap chi mitsu gi dera mitu belo bade. Jomelo patap sauchi.
mhm
So verify beni laha do bade.
mhm
Tele lol chi accurate the halam chi dulo they were it's just that speed give me to waste of the mogi.
okay
Market the mogi. Hani why financial apps equal of the microfinance equal the umina. Nga ani opportunity bomb thomisi ani stripe the capital lamili thoimbo. Capital ina ashlam chi labbe product chi ba khongi. Basically mo stripe use pe chin cash flow stam ba the stripe ki cash flow.
mhm
Cash flow tabe they give you loans there.
mhm
So no collateral, nothing. Cash flow tabe loan thobe ba de.
mhm
I think that the room ngachi gamchi popular yastumo financial apps too. Kera
mhm
anna bilme. Ani opportunity at home using cash flows dile atiti smart way na baby microfinancing too.
mhm so Anna di ngagi beochin azun so Andy it's very ngachi garalu face be me not sure she was chikitan lu kadu diga but ngachi na di chi di gachi du la bachin hema start la be with the low like salary month of the of course banki di
Oh,
tapsu but through chep me menate so like 5,000 chep me 6,000 7,000 up to 10,000 se jage extreme na
oh.
So answer the borrow baby next month ki nalle lambe bade. But asum borrow be the loy like charu call be go be me charu lab go be charu chi na me bachin taru sosna chu me de bada taru ati ya so me parents le lemba lalu parents te nyam chung ro mo lalu like through euro like they don't have like 10,000 chu vitan lu ane be like tani gi plus ati ya so me menate. Dylan shoots at stress but other parts to call be namsum coach me bade like ngachilo happen be like so ansum both ngagi idea di very simple app chi like chi CID upload be dilang chi call be which like verify be like app na ra like face path stuff be dilan CID upload be dilan chi salary statement or student be watching like either like pay slip or like I don't know bank basically
bank statement be watching to
bank statement and upload be then you are logged in with your phone number then we know you they'll verify base and then
credit card
credit card yes just they were the but bro like 5,000 borrow be then you can decide kada be pay ben na like 5,000 30 borrow be nabana si chimbachinde okay just 2 days me kache me be like look no interest no nothing but 1 month ki jable chini le okay just like small interest they over time like every month 100 which chini le okay like interest atichi to the over interest a bomb member then like just hani basic idea hani
ni charugi ani chilap tu bade khas kham cham chilo lap disa khong Australia na ani yulo bade after pay lap pe just basically tiruki mi chimbe de you just pay back after a month basically credit card sumchira andi di imbesi especially cuz yeah canteen na bangi gamchi shaume de mitsu atara cha
so it's sort of like buy now pay later type memo but
buy now pay
like
later
through direct deposit beni be
makes sense just buy now pay
Because-
later remember
buy now pay later is no it will not work in ngachigi
Ngachi
market na
economy.
de
yola anzumbe tirujini
so anadi there's literally no player there tato but I think government kinale quite some restriction because it's your intern in category of the last time research beba private lending gi license go be
oh
not institutional maybe institutionally on and then you need like a working capital of 1 million or 2 million azumchi so it's
1
not
million
that maybe investors sebe be watching mashe but handi dinga explore be gono ise dan dinga share up chika bedo se very in an interesting way so
got it
kugi Khemdro dairy gi the already be ome bade farmer gi member gi
Oh.
schedule up chimena so
Oh.
kugi farmer member milk supply bome every month then the farmer this through go bachin kugi na le lembab me te through
khoi di ro cash flow member milk flow gui me bati mo
oh milk flow me bate so chi milk gi 1 month gi milk gi through na le chi loan lembachin through loan len then like short cash chimbachin low cash chin majimbachin like kugi milk gi through nal cut base up me bate so on boda anale be like experiment be just like system like prototyping kuchi kha be ni sinu de kuchi ka lo la be de
handi di wa I did handi di short success ra jun me just problem di capital intensive man
now capital intensive and also ani kasanga
bureaucracy yeah
bureaucracy in the sense yeah policy wise now
Policies,
it will be
no,
little
policy-wise.
bit tricky but tama implement beja be idea lab be policy change me khora embob na le be ni chi se take up
Bob na libin oh Bob na libin but Bob na libin mas the Bob ya it's improve those bits to me improve Bob say I'm chief friendly di mindu ba to
design this is very ancient
design friendly mindu dashboard and I'm some chief friendly mindu
ante best example the transaction why do I need to customer request PDF to view my last 3 month ki transaction app na
Transaction.
like same end of the day query the same run beyond like
Man, last 3 months ki di hako chube ba, but like previous 10 transactions jam chi di gash beta tu ya. Membu.
ane imbe the financial app kinale I think ngagita to use me app Revolut has a really nice experience Europe na I think quite
I
popular.
di use ma be chika ki di.
Mhm.
Chika tsugi di US na di more primitive than ngachi Drubi man.
You know because Actually, we leapfrogged the entire Sri Lanka.
Cards, use of cards,
Oh.
leapfrog with Madianchi. Nadi is still cards and debit cards and credit cards are a huge
Mm-hmm.
thing. They're the benefits you do in terms of POS systems na mo ro.
Mm-hmm.
Credit punk be yan dele phone anzu block se beauty to bani di. It's useful. It's useful memo. It's very fast compared to scan babe and Tiruketani ki.
Imbete.
But in terms of RG chinilo, fixed deposit chinilo, all from phone bits with it.
Another market, after pay, but for Drubi outside Dimilo, because nationally transfer be like 2-3 days mapole gome bate. And it's similar with tourism ki na case na. But what if like let's say I have a company that says ngalu through K like Australia baby me chief family lo 500 or AUD ke go be chief you go to the app transfer love the chi ngalu transfer be ngaginale basically just
Oh ja, chi idea pizza chance ba me me dari diben.
stripe gi ani like webhook love it even trigger beauty the app ginale like it deposits 5,000 kongi bank account na so they have the advantage of instant transfer we have foreign ginale then we send that money to Bhutan of course we can deal with 2-3 days ki because we'll send in like bulks plus fee this gotta calculate pay like a little commission of course it's not as cheap but also not very expensive like Western Union down zumbe
Oh. Remittance economy made it basically.
remittance economy but I think
But faster in way.
faster, but there's nothing until there. If there's a market, why not? But it's not a side project, messy. Very capital intensive. You need to be focused. Like you need to be, bank checker.
Problem chi dani the banking systems ki APIs to the open better besi. Remember chin answer idea to the no sometimes but then you get stumped at the first question of ni account na transfer beauty nga notification gadi thop ni ginara an jome bade gadi benara mindu bade ani golne
True. But
or ni account na le sosna programmatically send benis la bajin anira mindu
banking API. Let's see. Kongi last time RMI gi financial gi kongi vision so I think quite interesting, but not really sure. Kongi Kashmo, they're using central bank digital currency. I think they're planning to experiment with that. And
ah
on the long term, so central bank digital currency, I think that opens up any
hime andidi basically
developer platform. They automatically, it's like a side effect.
side effect just code ki be open jome bade
And okay, finance ki di amchi mein. Then what other area chikastome like potential?
Potential ani shabta gi di ai potential those thome ani
Kachi
music scene go capitalize beni di
There's a couple of apps
streaming apps yeah
streaming apps. For example, Ajapa Sagiani guy started another app, Bazawala.
Bazawala ani shabta.app la media thoin but it's nowhere some chi jome
So, couple of them. Let's see how it goes.
ani just basically ani idea definitely the me there the music scene the harness be sugni me se no me si pizza be capital be ani streaming app dia gachi be ga ma she ha she go no si but tato gate mindu khas kam shabta.app ngai message be ta the under maintenance is of the under
Bazawala.
maintenance
Bazawala.
Bazawala ya tu chu use be bo
Use pay free meta.
Cash पे में मापो बाज़ा वाला में cash भी तो है streaming
Streaming zumchi mein. Chapter play bin chamchi mein. Playlist se do, feature se do mein हम चीजें.
tele sos cash no में tele opportunity ची दीदी an love to zumbera ni blog na love to zumbera an zoom stripe zoom ची open base हुआ चिंदी तिरु auto थोप दी में 2% transaction fee बामो basically make it very easy for developers.
And do you think bank get a member so company की बेस होगा?
sos company ये बेचुक तो उस no me सही
bank chikalu labbe mo.
Oh, bank chica low labbe. Banks yeah. Thing is, banks have no incentive something memina. Rokong kamchi manage biomede. Through focus loose jotozumbe biomede.
True. What if like RMA chikalu labbe, you use RMA platform under the hood,
Oh.
but then you have like an abstraction layer.
아니 배우너이시, but RM이 payment system 톱니기로 감치 라하담니.
No, you write to them, like financial. I think they are looking for ideas. They would be interested. Like I thought, they are quite
뭐
open.
컴플레인 비드니 잠시만 마치 하고.
같이 뒤따베 들은 하나 메워친디 디들레로 로 direction 지나 point 베도 엄바데.
True. That's good. The idea 소스가 지요. 뭐 idea 너 숨마다 나이다. idea 남섬치니. 들이 다 안지 소베다. 심주딘 소사이 뭐 심주 이 code base 아치지 파다 투 기베. 이 베이스 오베다. 비베 좀베.
Simchu use 베미도가.
테메로 제라 week나 30 views 댐치디 더베.
아, 들어와.
뜨베
Starting
without marketing 섬치 배우다. 다 안된디가 TikTok start na jo vista. TikTok na zinida.
아니 배워. Simchu like how to find a house in Thimphu like tingling.
가 joke 배우면 나 제가 나 뭐지. 나 들이 데모 치서 있어. 나 차르기 아이디어 럽도 버리. 트레이 럽도 좀 해. TikTok na discovery algorithm 로 비트 도미나 돼. People who start out not famous can get famous 섬치 메미나.
Sorry nga. Okay. Mapangite TikTok na.
스킨스기는 배워 주다미. 가틀레 밈 쇼인데 안 수게라.
Quantity it's more of music ginalebe on the dancing and
Music na lebe but that's the thing. Asko me achapsi chijo beonge. Te why? Rangi projects ko love de. Che project progress kam thing. Project gachi loves. Oh, asko mute yastu che why?
nga project lab runga to backend shabdo se nga backend framework sita to da. Grusha. The jige with him Rashmi ta to.
What about the backend framework?
Phoenix Elixir na.
Elixir na.
So ngagi requirement
Crispy.
kashbi lavachin and app that can handle scale, although ngagi scale na mapal milido but plus something very nice to work with, not like JavaScript ecosystem zumbe and she developer chigi like handle bisumi like developer chigi feature software complex sumi or language or as the Elixir and Flutter say no man because Elixir gidi Phoenix gidi you don't need JavaScript and you can have reactive web apps using WebSocket. Antado?
Mashi. I don't think technology really matters.
Yeah, true. But for me, like I give preference, like something interesting.
Mapa. Whatever you take खास कम लमी app दी progress रमा थिन दे मो दिन दी tourism की app दी.
Tourism gap getting I'm sure means tha like mashes.
Ah. Well, October rende November September October November rende 1 month li.
Yeah, 1 month rate mo taruchi dinga tarkap china ngagi personal lo lage na achi heavy asisa.
Kashmir to lagina.
ADHD app che therapy the diagnosis amchi.
Oh, che app interesting sant na lab only.
Interesting do ada taru feature offline first sync surveys.
Mo why? Anjum startups ko le lola finance ko le lola builda. Interesting halam chome mo. Plus policies ko le lola te nam some interest song mo me. On that note, the recapchi transformation policies ko le what's your general samchar?
Samchar I don't know. Transformation I think it's really needed sinome like in a way we work like very but I'm not sure that the execution I'm really doubtful so but ngadi pa transformation start building Bhutan leaf benidigi from ngadi it's just third party I experience e kane mawe but from what I've read what I've heard people I think ngachigi general populace is quite angry with how it's done memena it's kind of did it in a little bit.
Very angry with anime because lo tourism ki policy diven.
Yeah, tourism ki policy, because like think about that. Tourism ki policy came in effect when like the tourism industry, they were ready, like they were gearing up for uh, COVID ki open bheve, and that pushed a lot of guides and a lot of tourism ki industry ki me to go outside, obviously, because Bhutan they had like no opportunity, like no Dylan, and like the policy worked baila much in the like it's more of like a reversal, but more of in a like
Haphazard way.
very very like but mistake admit mabewa policy mistake gas is admit mabewa, like trying to change that in a, I don't know, very, how do you say, if they change $100 na fisite. That means like, and 3 years kitalo, why not $100 Himalaya? Like maybe
True.
they maybe like there are some reasons that we cannot comprehend as or maybe very like geopolitical reasons or other things that we cannot really comprehend, or like, I don't know, not really. But tourism policy, Dylan Taru, recently Kinsala article to read base that transformation group ki suggest by me they I think they closed down I don't know, advisory committee, government ki advisory committee, lot of boards, but now they're bringing back like, I don't know, 50% of that, because the government ki they basically go well over them like policies over the advisory go well over them like, so that is back, so sort of like, I think not really very carefully I think maybe did, but I think it's also nice like that they're changing, like they're not just sticking like, okay, and the policy, it works, it should work, like we'll make it work like forever, like lab like we'll push it and we'll like force it upon you, remember, like okay, like feedback lane be changed with it, which is nice. And also the first gide, I think they could have done it more gentler way, more with killing with kindness type I think they could have done it like that, but transformation day, like I think it's really needed very much, and but they could have done it like a little more
Smoother.
way.
Transformation. But transformation policies labbe. Gachiradu. Other than tourism gichi, megacity gichi. What other policies are there?
Merging of ministries, and then
Merging of ministries, just to bade.
the Lempuchi resigned
Reason go thing gajbe.
because his ministry was basically Hemagi ministry na, I think it was 8 or 9 ministry comes to Hemagi system na 10 something like, let's say just assume baby, let's say it's 10, they let the new after transformation it became like 8 9, and then minister chi tangu bate this so chi resign be kind of machine
What trick? Govtech na labe mi charo miga.
govtech na labim charu mi no kachbe.
Just the better shit on the gachira be in the Govtech.
Because I think but the competing agencies again like GovTech you do, and then there's also this other firm, sort of semi-independent firm that is like doing things that GovTech supposed to do, and their reason is DHI member Sosobe
Kadi.
Juba Labbe. It's more of like a company, and it's like their reasoning is like GovTech give me to Sagamichbese.
Mashi andikal bina. Govtech
but
bina.
Nagidi Chikale just third party observations, so Anadi not really much I can say apart from transformation the go away, and that we could have done it more smoother, or but also at the same time Machi change be mitsoy like it's based on like they're changing it based on feedback, which is nice. And
Rather than any policies bomb su member chunku su very interesting and successful zum chinomisi.
like
Like Pinsling na mega fest mo, Datimpu na mega fest.
yeah, true.
Kaja Tom mo, Kaja Tom gi success.
Mm-hmm.
Tele Centenary Farmers Market ki. More
Mm-hmm.
like very small policies, but very big change on the community. Very positive impact on the community in terms
Mm-hmm.
of happening the penny.
Anime, but big policy change, but every time under the I think resistance the like very tension chi dong na like
Tension mo me, mashikat bijonga.
let's see the
Big policies lo bro, dato nam sum chidi ma the big policies mo pa.
tourism game. I think the biggest
Maybe
direct
tourism.
impact direct impact Tommy the I think it was tourism definitely.
Tigane joba pada chu rakrok ki change pe gane complain hanam stem ngani.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Pe tele soslam ni yega de. Nam sum ki mindu de.
Just like random stuff now, like wonder. I wonder why Tempuchichu should be in rainy season.
Kaji mo ande.
Kasi like ngar khatsa kam live show ta isa live show ta da diya tendril thana mira minute just few tourists and like agi nisum chi umbrella kabbe and it's first of all it's in open ground and Thimpu Chichu or like Chichu in any Dzongkhag is supposed to be highlight of the year. Dilen
True.
chap de ali chabbe di mutra kharab tamete. So why not like choose a more drier seasons, eh?
But I mean, historic origins choose Didi Mashimo, though. Like you said, Anzum Imbachin, why do it in an open area? Why not use like more the modern din taste to Anzum be stands to use be roof to chap Anzum be omemina? Why
Budgetary
not make it?
concerns.
What?
Budgetary concerns, aren't they?
Budgetary concerns Didi.
But I think open ground looks nice in front of Tashi Sezong because to stand Chichabda Wachin it will look and it can
Permanent stands, remember? Removable be.
okay. Mapa imete. Naludi
Anzum
October Fest Kolishiga. It's like a biggest beer festival in the world. That we
Oh.
season. Analudi the content with thousands and thousands shombe like chen bombe chapbete. Just 2-3 weeks kitten low. And
Anzum.
fact the Oktoberfest Ginalu it makes 1.7 in a 1.3 to 1.7 billion euros to any Munich city
Economy na.
economy now. Just 3 weeks.
Anzum Imbis tele ani stall suya achichi mom planning be chap be.
Mm-hmm.
Make it more organized samchi be. Kiwala andi ben imme.
Dylan Centenary Farmers Market, very nice.
Very nice. Wa pa thoinga chachi tu me.
Ngapa mathonse chingalu link yawa. Ngapa like really neat thoin like and few
Ni
comments.
hashtag Bhutan na dusi.
Instagram na ya.
Instagram yugushu.
Yeah.
Hashtag Bhutan na chachi tu.
1 million chipo chidi dume. Minua.
Me. Hashtag Bhutan tila be Instagram account.
Huh?
May link it nange. Ani chura pod ki cats na tash.
Hashtag Bhutan.
May link it ay. Chat
Oh,
na tash.
imete. Ah, hashtag symbol sui bate.
Ne, oh, hashtag Bhutan account la bi sinai.
Oh, subject unbeo ngai subject sui de gono me pa Centenary Farmers
Chachi
Market.
chizo nusi.
Shakam zo beo ai. Shakam be.
Shakam duro ano. Ani la bisi. More than the big policy changes, the small policy changes have been having a huge
Andi the policy ma be infrastructure bate.
infrastructure berude.
Mhm.
It's no samra matande hai didi. Shopping for vegetables can be an activity in and of itself, say.
Ani mo very
No,
that's
Sami, ani, it's because sure ani tourist attraction zone deta. Local
True.
market de.
true. It's how you design. Eh, unlove the law. It's
Oh.
reminds me of this. There's a very big building in Denmark in Norway na mashe. More likely Denmark in Junchi, not sure, but Denmark or Norway. And nalo, so they burn city ki waste
Uh-huh.
and make energy out of it. Me wate, ime.
Uh-huh.
So, and they made the building,
Uh-huh.
like the infrastructure for burning the waste and generating electricity, uh, in a way where it's like a big building and it's sloped, ime.
Uh-huh.
Slope bere, and they added like activities when you hiking track on building ginalo.
Oh.
They learn skiing too. So it's public attractions to say. And waste kinale smoke homeba. Smoke committee they clean it and they just kachina water vapor chamchi release bomeba.
Uh-huh.
Winter na and water vapor di like winter na cool jube chawme wate. So aningi slope na khau chabe de mese because of that water vapor. Dile analu skiing beve. Very interesting.
Hanzum but more cheaper, like
True,
central
true.
farmer market bero.
But I mean Azum architecture way, like
Hanzum
where
architecture city
community oriented.
community or more so Hanzum binda suktam dadi I guess dadi di han no mi sagi. If they can cater towards the local economy, cater watching, it's hitting two birds with one stone. Zoom chomisi. It's fun for the tourists as well as it's fun for to be milu jombade.
And
But whereas if you just cater for tourists no chance jomina to
and
be being milu.
and also Kachimo as a tourist, I think what tourists look for is Kashlanga local ki bemisa kona they want to experience that me bate. So last time Oganchu chikalu labde khulabde bate. Tourists they want to go where they want to eat where locals eat lo bate. Because like Bhutan na of course like local experience you seek bome manate.
Nage antoisi. Reddit na comment china thoimbade. What did you do and what's the off-beaten thing to do, off-trail thing to do silape dubade. The kongi labde bade. Guide ki itinerary di follow it for the first 1 or 2 days labe dele kongi an lamme bade go to Dragi Pangso hike yemena. Which apparently isn't popular with tourists but there was a much suchiga di namsam popular yemena de Dragi Pangso jam remember I told much custom trekking just a yemena ansu
Sona pataya.
nupsona pata member joimena chijoiga majoga
Punakha gi dia.
punakha gi jam member gachan punakha anzum hike su which tourists usually don't do but we do a lot.
So
They also find it very well.
so nagi tachiga idea na dhyan di timo local activities listed.
Local activities. Ani imbesi kongi love zumbe. Tele kongi tandinina me gastical gacharu anzum nache hike baby josa ne so oni landscape plus spiritual way. They kind of think that's pretty cool too. Anzumbe think there's a lot Anzum no misi. I just
yeah,
the train of thought.
Local products like local oriented tourism but for Chilabi tourist.
Chilebe jotube bade Anzumbe anya love de khas kam dojkandugi love de khongsu mega fest na joimena mega fest first and we mega fest na joda chilipchue dulo bade chilipchue over to athendi imelo bade fa panara especially ani mega fest gi energy di pizza dumero everyone sing
Mega Fest
everyone sing
return on investment is also pretty good there.
return on embassy kyara ro houseful be it's a two and policies chikul di ani no me siro karan gi ngalu comment na dide bade dinu bade keslo policies no sometime the two way be member one way be chance no sometime the thing where you invest and you get nothing back but koi love zumbe when you think of policies maybe you should think of the goals aligning with each other zumbe it's not like one way investment chance remember government gear invest pay returns at hope plus the community also gets returns some chibe
But
whereas
Andy, that's more of like policy member infrastructure projects member na. Yeah.
infrastructure chance remember also if you think of it in terms of like Ministry of Labor dansu atara bhyome mena de entrepreneurship boot camp lo atara training host bhyome mena de those are just one way investment some team mena de where you just organize something government gitu ruta benefits thoba chin khong thop deu governments kanya ma thop be. But whereas if they could think of a system where government gear, if it works, government could benefit from it, plus the community could benefit from it. For example, dato just off the head more, just idea chi be wachin anzumbe. What about a government venture capitalist fund chi de? Chungu jibe namsem bomb member where they invest in companies be. And if it works out, it could be good for the government as well as good for the anzumbe.
That's DHI, bro. But
DHI, memo what DHI di.
No,
DHI only
DHI
does state-owned enterprise, bro.
no, but they are responsible for managing Bhutangi ante. Turu.
Not really, man. Kongi returns managed by Omimina. They manage their own returns and they invest in their own companies and they run their own companies.
Not really. I think they also invest Chikagi companies now.
Chikagi companies, but Chika is different, man. Chika is like your
State fund, what's that called? Not venture capitalist, member. What's that called?
sovereign development fund.
Yeah.
But that is different from venture capital, just in principle. Kongi pa sovereign development fund the chiga anzum rock startup na invest be wachin di kesho me de na bitcoin na invest be the kesho me sa.
Bitcoin ki di chidang alula wachin podcast taru so shira thang but andi next time they
Anzum no me karan gilab do zumbe.
What else?
What else ya? Kasmo then I yani no some dan easy. Just anzum training jam ji host me remember andi di one way investment in bed but more of yellow Bhutan you mean yellow Bhutan ki page di. Yellow Bhutan samchibe plus humans of Thimphu ki samchibe where you focus on entrepreneurs in the local economy. Kongi examples jinbe. Just a newsletter samchibe where you highlight them and let them know anzum brick production suita me kinsel na thende me na. And you let people know that it's a possibility to make it in the country zumbe.
Entrepreneurship ki digest, yeah. I think somebody tried to start it or something, but not sure what happened.
Ania one way investment champs me ma pa di it's hard buddy.
Do you think the Ngachiki startup ecosystem is so small that everybody knows everybody, so on, but
Everybody knows everybody. Remember why ro afi Shemgang na lefa brick production company to me alutame de ni be mi di ro khonai ni ran be who will know them, man? Pa eastern side na everyone knows everyone is only in Thimphu, bro. Thimphu like chika chule
True. Yeah.
Thimphu yi na di memo. Everyone knows everyone. But chika le be mi shebe de.
Gila. How song.
Che dele bro. Tem chira ina de.
Dylan, so yoga. Nangitam
La.
lagi.
Nangitam. Pa Australia jomi le hamo ache.
Australia jumi ki hamago. But okay. Australia bro. What do you think about Australia Jumingi as a market? They have dollar bills, Dylan, like something that caters to them, not just restaurant.
Not just restaurant. Just in terms of OTT platforms, they integrate international payments because
Yeah, true.
diaspora target beni.
True. And also content kinalu, I think there's an appeal. Like for example, nga Bhutan na devdalu, I never thought of getting a Samu subscription. Like it never crossed my mind. I just wanted to check out the app. Like it's a nice app, Nachigi OTT platform jigs do Dylan. But nalheve sani sumchira try bhi just that nagi number na khongi mashe gachina ani login builder code go mena SMS. Verification code namche oni minu bro jadai dile sani sumchira try bhi. So because now that I miss Bhutanese content, I miss like Ngachigi, Drubi.
Start zhoem bade.
Oh yeah, true. Even if it's shitty, if it reminds of like you, like the place that you went for dinner with your friends, like nostalgia, gaya bate.
Guys, yani. Anbeni ka labi si content scene so suna huge potential thomi si just YouTube
Mhm.
ki na ya tele
Mhm.
YouTube movies na ya authentic be soni ki tendu and some
Mhm.
diaspora chulu relate be sumi ngachni lo la me na zonglish na lo la du be
Mhm.
pure English na ya me pure zongkha na ya me be
Mhm.
just relate be sumi chi me
Ah, pure Zonkhalabda. There is a app by CSTG. I think Chitontomo.
toi toi
NLP translation. Bro,
oh
halam pako zunume. Of course,
pizza
user
tu
interface that can be improved, but like the underlying tech, it's really nice.
underlying tech di pizza tu the 21 million di ga de be investor ga mashe
I don't
ani
know.
shi di
21 million student ki the math of though. It's like basically college na jujo.
student ki develop be me me wa ani
Yeah, student ki company member wo.
student me wa bro different CSTG a partnership be gat nam chi
Student chi
underlying tech
student group alam chi tame.
student group mem zum chi me ro 21 million invest be see ini di CSTG im zum chi the student
But
group
21 million, brother. I think I can see where it's going. Like ngai to freelance way, but to be a client to charge, brother. I can see where it's going because
why
NLP na brother. You need to collect data. You may annotate them like English chika match way. There's like
and di be
and then
but still
feature
man
feature set is also like kongi feature set halam dovate like translation zonka to English, English to zonka, and then some other I don't know. I'm the explore my way. Then you need to develop the app itself. Then you need to think about the backend. Like these are
true true
deployment strategy, machine learning. Na boda you need to have training data like machine learning ki GPU cost kam chijume.
ime ma pa ani den da chi tu
I can
still
see
21
21
million
million as a
21 million of the 2 crore ime me
21 million yeah.
21 million is 2 crore bro 21 lakhs man
21 lakhs mein, yeah. I think it's
man
21 lakhs what?
bro 10 lakhs is 1 million
Yeah, 10 lakhs is 1 million.
oh
I thought it was 21 21 million.
21 million 2 crore easy
I thought it was 2 million. Fuck, okay.
2 million man 2 million be watching the 20 lakhs maybe makes sense tame ani chura Songkha translation app 21 million be gamle 2 crore limit
21 million, yeah. Oh,
oh
unversion katai through.
huh
Unversion through katai.
ani lavi de bro
I always read it as 2
tame
Kaslamga
I wish sachi low confirm be me
21 lakhs be.
21 lakhs man see 21 million
Really, really,
yes man
really,
ani lavi de
really.
that's wish sachi confirm be English
저 링게 망아 청아토 세컨 서기모.
이 치도키 다점 치도키
송카
of
NLP
21 million
가타이가
an lavi de tiru gati joiga se 2 crore 2 crore 10 lakhs imbede yan kinsel gi zeiga mashi 21 million 21 lakhs di
1 crore ngal change bro chinga develop change mo ter app anu thap zo so nga doji get se dakpa this car pool bebe I think yeah pull up bimsu anasta me 2 crore
machine learning gi diben mashi mero
machine learning ki you never as a consumer app you never develop your own like own model you always use you rogue a model you just pre-train it like data babe you map it ngachi ki data go you don't develop your own model you don't put in the research work chi maths jibe me be te ro open source na code implementation ba handi chi pytorch na use be kachmo nn dots la be chi model architecture copy be use be ombate
mash man
and
easier
that's
said
like
than done
now
bro
Germany na very industrious company industrial country anale like most of the company does that
mash te ngai in me I can't speak to it man ngai in la be mi app gi na be
from,
watching the imbe
from my experience nga NLP na achi chi hama interest in achi explore be nga hama AI group chung kuch start baby dem na selis na rock chi
and didi can't
no
really say proper experience man
not proper experience. I know, but I know what it takes to make like an. I'll say I cannot develop it on my own tattoo based on my skill, but I know what it takes, like the effort required. I can have an estimation, but I would say it's pretty accurate. Of course, like couple of analu ati error thendo, but generally.
I can't speak to it, bro.
Ah,
NLP na
much
kami.
but
But
okay.
2 crore even very shady me.
2 crore, yeah, 2 crore. I agree. Like
Kongi 21 million be builda means I think confuses a lot of people, man. 21 lakhs zumbi thome ba de. Machi
2.1
gyal
lakh, 2.1 million se member up.
man basically 21 million in be.
Single link
Tami should
ga.
link it time. The project was carried out with a budget of 21 million.
But who developed it there?
Honestly, they worked with CST, but
Who?
it was with different companies.
It says powered by CST, Lomo.
Oh, Anzumbe. Student ki sozo mein basi.
Digital Rugil flagship and
CST, which developed the system, will also continue to assist the project, lo.
uh-huh. Okay, project was carried out with a budget of 21 million.
Which
They
is
could interesting, very interesting.
yes, man. That is how it is. Pricey dush. Code ya open source peru tu basi.
Open source code tamat gone 1 lakh ki code thyo mein.
And they're more accountable, plus people can build on top of it.
Mm-hmm. They have but look at the tools. Try to upgrade the version. They try to upgrade the version. Try it there. It's not definitive. Okay, 21 million. I agree. I don't know. From my experience as a software developer, of course, NLP na lama way. From a software developer, 21 million is a huge ton of money for that kind of app.
2 crore in general is a lot of money for software ki tendura halam chim basi.
Yes,
2 crore software na jo da didi.
2 crore software. That's really interesting.
Zamda lam halam shap sun min. Yes, bro. I'm China dida.
And footnote, what would on the podcast it nam happen beyond. So what's your the chugi beyond next step?
Next step, yeah. Next step. Maam ngaralo lab gono mi tsukiba atiti. Taru improve beyond zoom chi. I don't think this was atiti ngaragi skills. It looks easy but seems harder than Moma build atiti harder zoom chi too.
Mm-hmm. So what do you mean by improve the you need to put it out there like
Put it out to the bin dida. Put it out me in general labi. The next Pimi Suchiga.
okay intro music just to me
Intro music be effort mame aajkal intro music sudi.
and what the beats free beats na like
Free beats me hanberu ya. But in general, I think consistency matters, but consistency over a long term matters in me. And many do once every month be must brew, once in 3 months, once in 4 months.
mm-hmm.
But for 5 years be too much in the pizza join miss no me.
nga boring them the launch podcast begese
Podcast be imbe just anzume podcast chamchi member ani yeslo just weekly rundown samchi, not weekly, monthly, bi-monthly rundown samchi. News interesting headlines so call it discuss pe anzum bebe.
mm-hmm.
Anzum chi noi.
All right.
Amchi me thank you Rinzin Wachu.
Thank you for your
Substack
initiative.
the show me and even why 50 subscribers in loop. Thank that's all. Kadiche, good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.